Hey everyone, thanks for joining me for this beginner Pilates mat workout. Slowly curl down bone by bone until you're lying flat on the mat with your knees bent.
I've tried and I failed, so can we work it out? Only time will tell.
Inhale and raise your arms to the ceiling, palms face each other for puppet arms. Keep the arms straight and alternate lifting one arm and then the other, lubricating the shoulders.
Your eyes, what is on your mind? I think it's time.
Chest opener. Inhale, open the arms wide apart with soft elbows, and exhale, lift them back up like you're hugging a big tree trunk.
Goes beyond us. Us. Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot.
Head roll-ups. Inhale to prepare and exhale, lift the head and chest, lowering your arms towards your hips, and then return back to neutral. Exhale on the way up. Inhale on the way down. Keep the pelvis stable, trying not to tuck or untuck the tail.
And I guess because of that I can think of no others. Yeah, I need you to breathe. Without you I'm lost. I'm lost, yeah. What is on your mind? I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the
Pelvic lift. Inhale, tuck the tail and peel up bone by bone until you're in a bridge position. Exhale, soften behind the heart and roll the body down sequentially through the spine.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take a lot, 'cause we've been through hell. I can't be without you. I've tried and I failed. So can we work it out? Yeah. Only time will tell. Ooh. Only time will tell. Work it out. No, I know what is on your mind. I think it's time to speak. I have crossed the line, but no, not just me. I'm feeling something that goes beyond us.
Hug the knees into the chest to stretch.
Can we work it out? Only time will tell. It's gonna take.
The 100. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift your head and chest while you lower your hands to your hips, legs in chair position. Beat the arms up and down in a fast pace. Maintain the ab curl, breathing in for 5 and out for 5, up to 100. If you feel any strain in your neck, lower your head to the mat. If you feel any strain in your low back, lower your feet to the mat. For a more intermediate position, lengthen the legs straight to the sky.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away.
Just inhale 3, 4, 5 and exhale 3, 4, 5 and lower down.
Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me.
Rock up to a seated position. Prep for roll-up. With legs and arms straight in front of you in a seated position, inhale and then exhale, contract your deep low abdominal muscles and curl partway back in space. And then roll up to a seated position, growing tall through the spine.
You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind.
Now from a tall position, nod the head forward in between your arms as you curl through the spine up and over the legs. Then grow tall as you stack the spine. Exhale as you curl the spine forward. Inhale as you grow tall to start position.
In hotels, just living off the edge. Only good times ahead.
The roll up. Curl all the way down the spine with control.
Baby, make your world.
Inhale as you lift your head and start to reach your arms towards your feet. Exhale, curl up, flexing through your feet and stretch over your legs. Inhale, roll part way back, and exhale, return flat to the mat, pointing your toes.
You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you have mine. You and I, you and I.
Reverse crunches. Lying on the mat with your hands by your sides, lift the legs to the ceiling, cross one ankle in front of the other, and curl the buns up off the mat a couple of inches, trying not to swing your legs forward over your face if possible. Switch the ankles. Single leg circles. Lower your left leg to the mat with a flexed foot. Right toes are pointed to the ceiling. Circle the leg, drawing a circle that's about the size of a basketball in one direction. Inhaling and exhaling. Reverse direction.
Hey, I heard you got a new best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit, I won't pretend that.
Switch legs. The right foot is on the mat and it's flexed. The left toes are pointed to the ceiling. Circle across the midline and down, around, and up. Inhaling and exhaling.
Then it's for the better that you are not.
Reverse direction.
That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see, I write so much better than I speak. And I need to tell you, you were.
Roll up to a seated position for rolling like a ball.
I hope I'll be happy without you.
Balance on your sit bones in a tucked and curled position with the feet off the mat. You can balance like this the whole time, or you can do the full rolling like a ball exercise with me.
Doesn't feel like it was long ago. We were head.
Keep the chin tucked, hold the shins or ankles with your hands. Inhale, roll back to the tip of the shoulder blades, and exhale, rock up to a balancing position.
Lights. What was wrong with me? I can't deny. I took you for granted. You finally had enough.
Once you're balancing at the top, we'll transition into single leg stretch. Holding onto the right bent leg, lengthen your left leg and roll down with slow control. Pulse the right foot towards your bottom and then switch legs. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch. Keeping your head curled up into a nice C-shaped curve.
It's hard to get over. You chose someone else, a new best friend.
Double leg stretch. Keeping your knees bent in towards your belly, curl the head up. Then inhale, lengthen the arms and legs apart, circle the arms around, and then hug the knees back in. Inhale, lengthen apart. Exhale to hug in. Keep your head curled up if possible. If you have neck issues, you can lay the head down on the mat.
Hey, I heard you got a new best friend. Yeah, it hurts a bit, I won't pretend that it doesn't matter that you're with someone else. That's why I wrote you a letter, 'cause you see.
Scissors. Curl the head up and lengthen your legs to the ceiling. Hold the back of your right leg as you pulse the left leg towards the mat. Then switch. Keeping the head curled up, again unless you have neck issues and need to keep it on the mat. Inhaling and exhaling.
It's hard to get over. You chose someone else, best friend.
For double leg lowers, place your hands behind your head, legs straight up to the ceiling with feet flexed and turned out. Curl your head up into an ab curl and lower the legs down 2, 3, 4 and up 2, 3, 4. Inhale the legs down 2, 3, 4. Exhale up 2, 3, 4 and continue.
Here for you all alone. Where you been? Where did you go? I wonder if you found what you're looking for. Wonder if you found what you're looking for.
Crisscross. With the hands behind your head, curl up and rotate towards your right bent knee as you lengthen your left leg over the mat. And then switch sides, rotating the spine to the other direction. Keep the elbows wide. Inhale and exhale.
Now it's like we're living in two separate worlds. Come on back to me. Say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go. Say that you
Place the feet down on the mat and drop the knees side to stretch.
It's been so cold without you here. We barely said goodbye before you disappeared. It's been so cold.
Come to a seated position for spine stretch. Sit tall with the legs about 12 inches apart and your feet flexed. Arms out at chest height, reaching over your legs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, dive your head forward between your arms as you round the spine up and over the legs, like you're leaning up and over a big exercise ball.
Here with me.
Keep the pelvis upright as you curl the upper spine over your lap.
I'd rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in two separate worlds. Come on back to me. Say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go.
Prep for open leg rocker. Sit behind your sit bones, holding on to the back of your thighs. Extend your right leg up and out to the side, straightening the knee. Alternate legs, straightening and bending the knees. Continue to hold the back of the thighs and balance behind those sit bones as you straighten both legs and then bend both knees. Extend, inhale, and bend, exhale.
You won't go. I can't cope without you, and I
Open leg rocker. Keep your legs extended, holding the back of the thighs or the calves. Rock back to the tip of the shoulder blades and then curl up to a balanced position. Keep the chin tucked so that you don't hit your head on the mat when you go back. Roll down to the mat for baby corkscrew.
What if the world had more of your smile?
Extend both legs up to the ceiling, zipping up your inseams. Pretend you have a pencil in between your big toes and you're tracing a circle on the ceiling. Circle down to the right, around and up, and then down to the left, around and up. Keep alternating your direction.
Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope.
Come up to a seated position for saw. Sit tall with the legs straight out in front of you and as wide as your mat. Hands behind your head. Our prep position. Rotate to the right, Then laterally flex the spine, leaning your left elbow down towards your left knee, but maintain your right sit bone on the mat. Then switch sides.
Dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere.
Sitting tall, stretch the arms apart, rotate to the right. Now reach your left hand towards your right pinky toe and pulse forward 3 times. Then unwind and sit tall and go the other direction. Rotate, exhale, reach 1, 2, 3, inhale, lift, and over to the other side. Sit to face one side for Mermaid. Legs are stacked as best you can. Feet are to your left, then reach your right arm up to the ceiling, holding on to your ankles with your left hand, side bend towards the feet. Lift tall, stretch the arms apart, then laterally flex the spine to the other side, leaning onto your right hand. Rise up on an inhale and bend over to the other side on an exhale. Continue to alternate sides.
Had more of your smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
Switch your legs to the other side. Start in a bend towards your feet.
Dreaming of you.
Now lean onto your left forearm, reaching your right arm way overhead to stretch.
Dreaming of you.
Use the strength of your arm to press off the mat and rise up each time. Come to a prone position for Swan. Classically, the heels are together, but if that bothers your low back, then keep your legs stretched apart. Hands are by your shoulders.
Said you were too tired to walk the line. I said then hold up, precious.
Press your hands into the mat. Inhale, rise up until your arms are straight if possible. Exhale, lower down. Be sure to keep your pubic bone pressed into the mat and tighten your abs to take your abdominal muscles with you as you lift to protect your low back. Rest your forehead on your hands, tuck your toes underneath you as though you're going to stand up on your feet. Straighten your knees off the mat and then bend them back down several times. Keep the glutes squeezed as you straighten your knees to protect your low back. Keep your knees off the mat and alternate pointing your right foot, press it down, then your left foot, and press the toes down. Continue to alternate. Again, abdominal muscles and glutes are tight to protect your back.
Be free falling and yet be glad.
Rise up onto your forearms for single leg kicks. Have your legs close together. Alternate bending a knee and pulsing the foot towards your bottom. Pulse, pulse, then lengthen that leg and switch. Pulse, pulse, and switch, contracting the hamstring muscles. Keep the shoulders away from your ears and your abdominal muscles lifted off the mat. Lower face down with your hands by your hips, palms up for double leg kicks. Kick your heels towards your bottom 3 times. Then as the legs extend, rise up into Superman flying. Lower back down and again, kick 2, 3, inhale, lift, reach the arms towards your feet. Exhale, lower down. push back into a child's pose for an opposing stretch.
I believe everything to be true. Every little bit of my heart lights up.
Come to a seated position for what I like to call baby neck pull. Legs straight out in front of you, 12 inches apart, hands behind your head, grow tall. Then curl the body forward over your legs, snake the spine out to a straight and lengthened position, hinge back until you can't anymore, and then curl and round forward again over the legs. Inhale, snake out, exhale, hinge back, and curl forward. Feet remain flexed.
People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby,
If you have a bolster like a foam roller, a small ball, or yoga block for this next exercise, grab it now.
I bet that you can get it.
Lie supine with your hips up on the bolster, or here I'm using a foam roller.
Keeping you warm and I know, I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold.
Lengthen your legs to the ceiling and scissor them apart, one lowering down and one going towards your face. Keep the legs nice and straight, pulse them apart, and then switch. Try to keep the legs equidistant from the ceiling, meaning that one leg should not go lower towards either your face or the floor than the other leg.
No rain, no flowers, nothing's growing where you're at. Heart is fire, but baby, I bet you're cold.
Bend your knees in for bicycle. Lengthen the right leg up, and as you're circling it down towards the mat, hopefully dragging your toes along the mat, circle the other leg. Inhaling and exhaling, trying to keep the pelvis level up on the bolster. Now reverse, flexing the feet this time as you press through those legs, reaching the one leg down towards the mat as best you can.
I bet you're cold. You're so damn cold.
Now place your left foot on the mat. Your right leg is up to the ceiling. Point the straight leg down and flex the ankle as you lift it up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Then reverse the direction of the foot. You flex on the way down and point on the way up 4 times.
Without me, I bet that you can get any sleep in that bed, lying awake.
Switch legs. Lengthen the left leg to the sky. Point on the way down, flex on the way up 4 times.
You're so damn cold.
And switch. Flex the foot on the way down, point the toes on the way up 4 times.
The sun is always shining right.
Take the bolster out from under you and let your knees rest over top of it if it's a foam roller. Place your hands on your low ribs or abdomen for some diaphragmatic breathing to finish. Inhaling deeply to fill the belly and exhaling completely.
There's a new day to wash away the pain.
Thanks for joining me today. See you next time.
There's a new day to take away your sorrow.